Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Camper UK in Lincoln and I'm here to review this. This is the Carthago C2 Tourer. Now the C2 Tourer was actually launched in August 2024 at Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. You may remember the video I did having a quick look around the range. So I'm here at Camper UK to dive in and have a closer look at this particular model. And this is a model that I really do like. So the C2 Tourer, or known as the Smartliner, there's actually 8 different layouts available. I'll put a link down there as always. And they range from 3.5 tonne gross vehicle weight to 4.5 tonne. So if you don't have your C1 category and you want a 3.5 tonne version, you can get into a Mercedes-based Carthago. Right, let's fire on. So which model is this? This is the I147 RB LEL Comfort. Yes, that's quite a big name. Now, if you see I on the Carthago range, it means that it's the integrated model like this. If you see T, it's a semi-integrated. So this is the I147 RB LEL Comfort. As I say, now the whole C2 range is actually based on Mercedes and it has the ALKO chassis. Now this one here at Camper UK, I'll go through the details on it so you get the facts and figures for this one. Prices for the 147 actually start at £112,000, but with Carthago, once you've specced it up, you're going to be somewhere nearer like this one, £148,000, but this has got quite a lot of kit on it. Now the Mercedes Benz, it has a 2-litre diesel engine, comes standard as 150 horsepower, or you can have the 170 horsepower that we've got here, and this one's also got the automatic transmission. In terms of its size, so this motorhome is 7 metres and 40 centimetres in length, as we can see it disappearing off down there. And the benefit of the C2 Tourer, it's actually a compact motorhome. It's 2 metres and 17 centimetres in width, and it's 2 metres and 95 centimetres in height. Now this one, the Comfort model on the Carthago range, Comfort on this comes standard at 4.2 tonnes or 4,200 kilos. However, this one at Camper UK has been uprated to 4,500 kilos. So you're going to get a payload of about 1,000 kilos on this particular model. Right. Those are some facts and figures. Let's head off down the off side. So as I said, it is an integrated or A-class motorhome, so we can see that here. The Mercedes front, the black alloy wheels, and the C Tourer badge on that model here. Now the graphics or the decals for 2025, they're the same across the range. You can see the colour scheme here, that dark grey and this orange bronze colour. The paint scheme for the C2 is only in the white paint finish. Now this one at Camper has got the extra large door, so it's a wider door fitting. It's also got the wind out 2-lay 4.5 metre awning, and we have got the electric step. It's actually quite a high step to get into the C2, but you do have a handle to pull you in. We'll see more when we go inside. The vent for the Dometic tower fridge and freezer, and the vent for the Truma. Now this one has the Truma air-blown heating. It's the 6E version, so it'll run on gas and electric. You can have Alder wet central heated fitted. That's an optional extra that this one doesn't have. Now dotted around the Carthago C2 Tourer, there's a number of storage lockers both externally and internally, and we'll see those as we go around. Here we find our toilet cassette point, the Carthago badge there, window into the bedroom, our electric hookup points for when you are on site, and then the garage. Now there's 2 garage access points on the near side and here on the off side. If I open this up, this one at Camper UK, it is the scooter garage. So because this goes up to 4.5 tonnes gross vehicle weight, you can actually put a scooter in the back here. Always be careful of your rear axle though. We have also got an external shower point being fitted on this one. And what I do like about the Carthagos is the size of the garage. They're always a really generous size in terms of height and width. This particular model has also got a lithium battery fitted and an inverter as well. Right, let me close the garage door and go around the back. So around the back there is a rear view camera, the Carthago and the C Tourer badge name, the Mercedes badge, and then the easily recognisable light cluster that's on many of their models. This is the other garage door to get access into there. And then we have our water filling point here on the near side. Good sized water tank, 150 litres of fresh, 140 litres of grey waste. Big tanks. I do like a big tank, and that is not going to disappoint. Here we have our gas locker. So in here you can store 2 11 kilo gas bottles, and that's great for powering that gas central heating if you're off grid, and the appliances inside. The access door into the cab is from this side. So because these in Europe obviously left-hand drive, they're right-hand here, you will find the access door on the near side. So you're actually going to be getting into your passenger side. The driver is going to either have to go out of the habitation door or climb across and use this door here. So that's on the near side. I'll close that up. And then we can see the wing mirrors as we come round, these coach style mirrors. So that's the exterior of the C2 on the I147. Let's venture in and find out a bit more about it. So as I say, this one's got quite a lot of optional extras, and I'll do my best to highlight those as we go. Now moving up into the cab, I'll dive up here. There's a number of different furnishing options on the C2 range, like there is across Carthago. So this one's the one that's been spec'd at Camper UK. It's the grey mixed with the fabric. What I do like on these is the wooden embossment here and the Carthago name. It does give it that special feel. We can see the great big A-class frontage here, or the integrated style. There is a blind in the front of the cab and the side windows for privacy. Cup holders dotted around. With it being Mercedes, you do get the Mercedes Me app, the multifunctional steering wheel, your rear view camera, your navigation, all these different features up here at the front. This motorhome does have 4 travel seats, and it offers 4 berths. 2 of your travel seats here, and then your seats will convert into travel seats as well. And there is a drop-down bed above me, which I will show you in a minute. That's first 2 berths. Your table, good sized table, it does move around, and if you push the bottom there, the button on the floor, you can slide this and turn it 360 degrees. So it depends where people are sitting as to where you want to put that table. Bench seats here, wraparound L shape here, and these chairs that swivel. Window on this side with a blind and a fly screen. And then you've got these rather funky storage lockers under the bed. Push and pull down. So a little bit of storage in this one, and same as well on the off side. As always with Carthago, we've got this beautiful lighting and nice furnishing. They really do finish them well. Let's talk about the bed first of all. So this is a manual bed. It is not electric. To operate this, we pull this lever, and then you're going to take hold of the bed and pull it down. In terms of its size, this bed is 190 centimetres long and 160 centimetres wide. So it is a good size double bed for adults as well as children. So that is the bed. You can see the lighting, got this nice padded ceiling for soundproofing and insulation, and a very good size sunroof as well. Now as we come onto this side, this is where we're going to find our control panel. So as you come in, the control for the Truma, the Dometic system, your water, your battery, your lights, all the systems here as you come in. This television is an optional extra. It's 32-inch television that's been fitted. And you're also going to find the operation for your electric step and your lighting. And there's also a plug here as well. That's as you come in. Now what I'll do, I'll just show you this floor storage. I'll just step here. So if we press these 2 little buttons like that, these hinges pop up. And if I lift this up, you can see the first of the storage compartments. There's plenty of understorage in these Carthagos. That is the same across the range. So I'll show you that. Drop that down and lock it back into place. So that's the front. And what I think is for a 7.4 metre motorhome, there's a lot of space in here. There's a lot of, everything is well proportioned. I'm pretty impressed. Coming along, we'll head to the kitchen. Plug socket and light switch. We have these overhead lockers. To open these, you put your fingers under here and there's a little latch. So they're not a push, they're literally a latch. There's 2 on this side. good size storage for your kitchen area. This is an optional coffee machine that's been fitted, so if you like coffee you might want that fitting in your Carthago. I'll close that. We've got the beautiful gloss and the wood, very, very nice. Here, a little bit of shelving, light switches, and then as we move around, there's the window that does open, that has a blind in it as well for privacy. Moving along, now this is a good system. There is some worktop space here. Then the sink cover, when you remove that, we slot that into here, so you've got more storage there. This one also comes away. Circular sink, can bob that in there for now maybe if you want. And the swivel tap. Not a bad amount of worktop space there either. You can also use the table in the lounge area. And then under here we have 3 gas burners that we can see there. So good size is that. Closing that down, we then move downwards and we have the Thetford gas oven and grill, so that's a dual appliance. There's some storage in here, and then under here, this is nice, so we've got this pull-out drawer, and under here you have pull-out bin space as well, so you can have one as a main bin and a recycle bin, so that's nicely thought out. I'll push those back and you can see the little LED strip lighting as well, so that gives you this nice LED lighting, which will be obviously more visible on a night time. Bank of drawers, cutlery, and again these are soft close. I'll just push them quicker for speed here, but soft close and a really good depth on that one, ideal for maybe pans or that larger sort of equipment. And then when you want to close them up, you're literally just pushing them in like that. There's another underfloor storage point here, and then as I come over, got a sunroof here again, we've got fly screen and blind and it opens. And then a big Dometic tower fridge and freezer, 157 litres of capacity, your freezer and the fridge. So really good size certainly if you're touring for a long time and you like to stock up, which as you know, I do. And then under there, if I just pull this out, it's got another drawer as well, so more space here. Right, close that up. So that's the kitchen space. We've got some nice little hooks here. Got the Carthago C on there as well, so you can hang bits and pieces there. And I'll just start making my way back. Now, here we're going to find the shower and the washroom. I'll just close the door so we can see that. As I close that, it separates that front space to this rear space. And then coming through, we'll take the near side first of all before we go into the bedroom. So on the near side, we've got a separate shower space. And again, this is nice to see on a motorhome of this length. There is the vent there, the sunroof, the shower itself, somewhere to put your toiletries there. And then you can take this part out and you're going to have the plug there. I'll just step in so I can demonstrate it. There are the Remis screens here, which you're just going to pull on the press stud, close those, and then obviously shower. There is a little bit of intrusion here in terms of the foot space, but the actual shower cubicle itself is not bad, and there's a lot of head space in there. Coming back, you've also then got under here, if I just pop that one and lift that, store entrance here into your water tanks. So when you want to clean out your fresh or your grey, you can access your water here. And also you can turn this dial if you've got too much fresh water and you want to dump it to either the 20 litre for travelling or emptying it, you're going to turn that there. Right, we'll do the little washroom last. We'll carry on this way. Now bedroom, there's a lot of clever stuff going on back here in the C2. I quite like this. Let me just clamber up first of all. Easier said than done. There we go. In my usual graceful manner, I've clambered up. So as you can see, there's a couple of steps to get up onto the bed. Now these are longitudinal beds. Generally, they will be used as single beds, I think. They're running down the length here of the motorhome. Two sizes, we've got one at 200 centimetres, one at 190 centimetres, so good length, and both 85 centimetres in width, nicely padded. Let's make our way around this way first of all. So there are overhead lockers. These are a slightly different mechanism. We pull this down and we lift them up. So storage lockers here for our clothes, the nice lighting. Under here there is a USB charging point. I'll close these. They've got the nice gloss finish. And then as we carry on, we can see this mirrored part here, a headboard, nice soft fabric, plug socket, and more locker space at the back as well as we go. Above me there is another sunroof. Now this one hasn't got an air conditioning unit fitted. I'm not sure on this model where that would go and which sunroof you might lose, but this is a sunroof here. You can open that and it has again got the blind and fly screen, and then coming down there's further USB chargers and then more lockers as we go. Now what I like about the storage, and I'll show you the storage in a second, but what I do like is if you want to use these as a double bed, you'll see here there is a bar. Now what you're going to do is you're literally going to slide this across, that mechanism there, if you could see that, slide that across, and you just pull this out. Now this is going to pull out, it'll stop there, there's another cushion to put in there, you've still got your ladder to climb up, and you've now got a huge double bed. So it's totally up to you whether you want singles or a double. Depends what sort of day you've had together and whether you want to sleep together or not. The option's up to you. And then just slide that back in and it clicks. Now under the beds, this is again clever. You've got access under here. Now we can see under there a really good height and depth to this wardrobe space. So you can access it like that. Or what you can also do is here, you'll see this lifts up. It's got a little arrow pointing upwards on there. Lift that up and you can access your wardrobe from above as well. So if you don't want to be bending down, you can lift your clothes up. And to be fair, if you've got a bad back, that is very helpful. If you've got a bad back, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Right, now on this side, so the off side, we again have a nice amount of storage under here for the other person. And equally, you can lift this and access your storage here. Nice hydraulic struts as well, so not heavy, no heavy lifting. Close that down, and then there is also just here on the off side more space. Look at that. So if you like clothes and you've got a tons worth of payload, you can take every outfit you own. I only own about 3, as you'll know from watching the videos, so I wouldn't need all that. But yeah, brilliant. There is also a privacy screen here that slides across up here, as you can see on there. So that's what that's going to do. Right, I'll get Jules to step in there and we'll go into this washroom. So we've done the separate shower and now we're going to do the separate washroom. So opening the door across, we can see the Thetford swivel toilet. There is a vent for the Truma air blown, and I'll just go in and demonstrate a few bits. Now, in here, obviously you can close the door to go to the loo, or if you're happy to leave it open, you can do that, but always be mindful that there is a window, so you might want your screen or your blind drawn. First of all, we've got this little cupboard here. Got the basket here. I think that's a wash bin personally, but I like to see that. You put your toilet roll on there and you actually feed it through this little letterbox. So that's your toilet roll holder. Then there's the fruit bowl sink, easily accessible. You can get your head right over there. That's the thing to think about when you're looking at a motorhome. How far out do cupboards come? Really nice accessible sink, lovely tap. I like the finish on that. Then we've got soap dispenser, toothbrush holder, whatever you want to do with it, a mirror, and then a cabinet here, a mirrored cabinet. I'll just open that, and that's the shelving for your toiletries. Again, nice to see the bars. These things are important when you're travelling, otherwise things can fall out. There's also somewhere to hang our towels in here, and just under there there's also a plug socket, so you can use electrical devices in here. So that is your separate little washroom compartment. It's got a really nice finish to it, this wood. And I know this is not a cheap motorhome, so I want it to feel a little bit special. And it does. It does indeed. Quite like that. Right, let me close that up. So that was our bedroom. That was our washroom, our shower, our kitchen with these nice little ideas. It aids storage and worktop space. And then here, our lounge area. This nice L shape with the bench and the large captain's chairs there. And in this model at Camper, the television. Right, let's climb out and we'll just have a little summary about the C2. So follow me this way. So that was the C2 Tourer by Carthago. And as I say, this is the i147RB LE model. There's a number of different layouts, as I said at the start. There's 8 altogether. I'll put links down here as always, so you can have a look at these. I'll also do a link to my C2 Tourer video from Dusseldorf last year, because we look at a couple more from memory, so you can check those out as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look around. If you've got any questions, put them down there. Thank you very much to Camper UK for letting me come and film, that's appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.